Who's our next guest?
Welcome back. We have with us, Callie Ann Johnson and Eric Stefanski, and they're representing all that goes on at the Lyric Theater and Ozark Arts Council. And I know that you are directly involved with a production that's opening tomorrow. So do you want to, I don't want to, you may have had your whole schmear about how you wanted to approach all this, but I'm going to let Callie talk about the play.
Interject myself inappropriately whenever it's time.
Well, okay, I want you to talk about the play.
Okay, it's called Always a Bridesmaid. It's a Joan Hope Wooten comedy. It's hilarious to begin with. It's about 6 women, about my character Kari and her mom, who's played by Jules Hamlin, and her 5 other godmothers. And so it is a hilarious comedy filled with multiple weddings, not just my character's wedding, but all the godmothers and their situations and their journeys finding love, finding it, maybe not finding it, all in between. And it's just a beautiful story about family and what everyone will do, as crazy as what they do for each other. So
that's cool. I know that I've seen on social media a lot of advertisement about it as far as y'all getting out there and having a bridesmaid. I don't know if it was a luncheon. I'm not really sure what that was. But also you even have a website on The Knot for this whole project, which is amazing. Whoever came up with that, kudos to them, because that's perfect.
What are you talking about?
The Knot, do you know what The Knot is?
You
do too.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You had it on your wedding was.
Yes.
now
I know what you're talking about.
But anyway, you go to The Knot, and do you know what people would look at?
Right now,
maybe, or
I know it's on the Lyric Facebook page and the Theater Company of the Ozarks Facebook page. Basically, there's photos on there. There's information about me and Todd's wedding that happens in the show. You can RSVP. There's a guest book, so things like that you can see.
But to get tickets.
Yes, the Lyric, what is it?
Lyric.org.
Lyric.org. Yes.
Pick your, it goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7, I'm assuming, and then 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
And they have allowed with the ticketing process for social distancing and all that, so you don't have to be concerned with it.
So
and
how does that work,
people working there will have on masks, and I mean they'll be taking the precautions.
Will there be certain seats?
They're blacked out.
Yes. In fact, the way that we did it is the way that the state ended up requiring.
Oh, okay.
Which we kind of figured that was the way it was going to be, and that's why we did it. But starting with the front row, we had to block it out because a couple of our actors are under 5'7". If they would have been over 5'7", the distance from their mouths to the front row would have been 12 feet, and we would have been okay. But
really?
Since they're shorter, you had to go back
that
to
was
the
it.
second row.
And it was like if we have them have to stand a few feet farther back, it just would look wrong. So. But you have to have 12 feet between performers and audience, and then 6 feet back to front, as well as 6 feet across. So we striped out every other row, and then they're alternating between the sides and the middle, so that if you get out of your row at intermission or what have you, you don't have to run face into somebody. And then whenever you buy seats, the ticketing software automatically will take 2 to 3 seats, generally speaking 3. For instance, if you bought 1 ticket in the middle, which we would move you if you did this, if you buy 1 ticket in the middle, it blocks out 7 seats.
Oh, I see.
So we've asked that anyone with parties of 3 or less to buy on the sides. I mean, not necessarily the sides, but the aisle seats of the middle or what have you. And then that way it only blocks, those 3, and you can still put a group in the middle. And that sort of thing. It works better for that economy of it.
What about people that are coming like husband and wife? Can they sit together?
If you shelter together, you can sit together.
Okay.
If you didn't buy your tickets together, we will need to see a marriage license. No.
Oh. Okay.
We will probably trust you. We do not trust people upstairs. You have to be 21. They're in the Immortal Bard. We check those licenses. We don't trust your temperature, so we've got our little deal to check temperature.
Will you be checking everyone that comes in?
We'll be checking everyone who
Okay.
comes in.
All right.
It is this quick. She's
I
still
didn't-
healthy.
I didn't see a reaction when you did that from
Yeah,
her.
no, it's-
So it's painless.
It's painless. It's painless. It's quick. As long as you come wearing a mask or take one of
Okay.
our masks.
Well, I wanted to
If
ask-
you don't wear a mask, we have another thermometer. Let's just say that you should probably be wearing your Huggies pull-ups because
You're going to give rectals. No.
Thing is-
okay,
is-
will you
but
turn
no.
people away if they don't have a mask on?
no, we will put a mask on them.
Okay, you
Because
have some
by
do
by
that.
law we have to.
Okay.
The one thing that you have to know though too is, and this is funny, if you've seen in town, if you've gone to any Mexican restaurants, people and even some of the servers think that they don't have to wear, that the customers don't have to wear masks. But that's not true. It's just that at Mexican restaurants you typically don't have to, because the second you sit down they put a bowl of chips in front of you.
Gotcha.
As soon as you're
Okay.
eating, you can take off your mask. And the way it actually is now is that the law is stating that if you can be within 6 feet of somebody, the mask is to be on. So once you're seated, especially if you're seated with popcorn, so you can be eating immediately, then the law says you can go ahead and have your mask off in the seats. When you get up to go to concessions or go to the restroom or what have you, then the mask should go back on.
Okay.
We're hoping to set up a little bit of an alternative concession system, which means there's a lot of work to do in the next few hours, but we may do drinks in coolers up by the stage just to avoid congestion. We're looking at pre-ordering popcorn or what have you, or candy, to where since we've got those empty rows, one of our workers with mask and gloves can deliver the food
that's
to
cool.
you,
Good.
so that everybody, again, we misstated something when all this started. We said our prime concern is for our patrons' safety, and that's almost true. Our prime concern is that the arts continue to be brought to Harrison
Right.
now and in the future, and that means that we have to be concerned for our patrons' safety. And that being the case, we're going to do everything the safest possible way, but in the way that makes things as pleasant as possible as well. And, it means that we're going to be doing some new things as well. You may have seen Chris D's live streaming here a few weeks ago. We're planning to do some more of that as things go on. Some smaller concerts, some more local concerts and so on. Things that we haven't been able to afford to do. If we can have a fairly mild summer. Our biggest problem, of course, is air conditioning and so on, because every time somebody performs, it costs us money unless they bring in a big enough crowd.
Right.
The one benefit we have for this summer is, strangely enough, thanks to the Zell murals. Because those murals, the work that Gene Brantley put in to restore them back when the Lyric was being renovated. But now we have to make sure that they don't get, mildew and mold on them
Right.
through heat. And because of that being a historical thing, the Arkansas Humanities Council actually gave us a grant to cover some of our utilities expenses.
Nice.
So that for the
keep it-
preservation of the murals.
Right.
There's always the expense. Whether you have people in seats and being able to pay and come, see some performance, the bills go on.
Absolutely.
So,
That's
that's always a
I figure so far this
concern.
year we've lost over $30,000. The two plays that we would have had this spring, plus the Albert Cummings concert, plus a couple of other concerts that we were in the process of booking. When all of that fell apart, it cost us tremendously. And you're talking about vacation cancellations and so on. They wouldn't refund us for the rooms that Albert Cummings had booked. He's added a fourth member to the band, so we had 5 rooms booked for them. And it's just like money down the drain, including the travel insurance. Oh no, it's a pandemic, therefore we don't have to give you back anything.
Wasn't covered.
So
Well, let's get people
Well-
back in the seats again.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Starting tomorrow night,
Yes.
Thursday.
Is it tomorrow night?
Tomorrow
Yes.
night.
And I should mention too on the knot, the other feature of the knot is of course bridal registry. So yes, we are registered on the knot.
Okay.
So
Really?
it's not personal presents, but presents for the theater. Everything
Oh, okay.
from
I thought, I'm not sending Callie a present. I'm sorry. But, you know,
everything from light bulbs to new sound mixing
that
board.
is an amazing
So-
idea. I think
Cool.
that's great. Yeah.
So it's
Everybody come out tomorrow night, and it's
7 p.m.
Thursday, Friday, and is it Thursday,
Thursday,
Saturday,
Friday, Saturday at 7,
Yeah.
Sunday at 2.
2, okay.
Tickets at thelyric.org or
And this
call
is a 1-week performance?
one
or-
weekend only, yes.
Okay,
You can find out other information on Facebook.
right.
Absolutely. On the
go ahead and
website
mention-
as well.
Okay, but go ahead and mention the Facebook page titles.
It should be Harrison, Arkansas Lyric is the way that it types out. But it's the Lyric Theater, Ozark Arts Council,
Okay.
and then also Theater Company of the Ozarks.
You'll find it if you.
Also,
Need
of course,
anything.
we have auditions for the next play,
Oh, that's true.
which is also a Jones Hope Wooten comedy, which will be, the auditions are Monday and Tuesday at 6.
And the name of the
Farce
title?
of-
That will be Farce of Habit. And interestingly enough, something just confirmed as I was walking up here, there will also be since everybody's got to have a mask of some sort, either one we give or better, one you bring from home, we're also having a best mask contest this weekend.
nice.
Oh, that's good.
And whoever comes with the best mask for this weekend will get free tickets for the identical seats for Farce of Habit.
Sweet.
Very good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you very
it.
much.
Support the Lyric and the Ozark Arts Council, as always. Up next, we have Wanda Massengale from the Ozark Humane Society, and she has with her Humphrey, the 3-month terrier mix, black in color,
Okay,
ready for
Dan, that's
adoption.
good.
We'll be right back.